but you didn't. So even though you made the claim, it's not...
How could they sign me off if I didn't sign off?
We don't sign you off, the claim just goes on.
And how can you close a claim if I didn't make a claim?
We can close the claim and turn you off. That's the whole
So I did make a claim.
You made a claim, but just because you make a claim doesn't mean you've got a claim. Well, you made another claim, and then you withdrew it on the 11th of September, and then you made another claim on the 30th of September. So for the whole month of September, there was no claim.
Well,
so when you think,
it takes
so what you have to look at is you've got no entitlement all of August. You made a claim in September, then you didn't, then you did, then you didn't.
But that's your fault for slowing down. That's not mine. I mean, I make the claim and it takes you 3 weeks to process it.
Well, we don't process claims. The benefit office.
No, but I have to get an interview, and then the man
but
says,
the thing is, you didn't come in.
"Well, I don't know what when you talk." I mean, I signed
That's what I'm saying.
something.
You've made a claim and didn't, and made and didn't, made and didn't. You kept withdrawing all the way through, and then you made a claim to income.
I made one, and I was sick.
Yeah, so that claim didn't.
That's
work
normal.
out.
Yeah, he made it for another day.
Yeah, and you didn't turn up for that one.
Yes, I did.
Did you? Just check. Please online claim. No, not the claim.
I saw her and said, "Can I have the appeal?" and things. She said, "There's nothing she can do." Yeah, there was a catch thing. She said, "If you want us to help you, you have to sign on.
Mm-hmm.
You can't sign on if you're working." So she couldn't help me either way.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the first date in August,
yeah,
is
you were
you said
disallowed.
I was disallowed.
Yeah, you were disallowed the entire month.
Even though they were putting money into the bank. So should I give the money back, or is it a more serious case? I don't know.
think they will, right?
Because
unless you apply for hardship.
I was being given money and signing on. And then I said I got an interview, and she said, "Okay, we'll pass it on." But then that's when it just messed up. So going back to August, that one you're saying it's because of a work program responsibility. I didn't. That's strange because I was signing on. I don't understand that.
Yeah, it depends on what you're saying. You're saying about no resource, don't you?
It was back then.
Yeah, that's where you sign on. That's the work program.
I went to it and I signed on. Yeah.
But just say you missed a meeting.
Well, that needs to be. I mean, I need to. I mean, I don't know how to appeal to that because it's extraordinary.
Well, that was 3 months ago.
Yeah.
That's like 28 days.
Yeah, so you'd be out of time.
Yeah,
I wasn't told. I've only just been told now.
You do. You get the letter telling you. Whether you've had it or not, I don't know. I can't answer that because we don't issue the letters.
That's extraordinary. That.
So technically, I mean, getting down to the nitty-gritty, it's about your part-time work and adjustments to your pay slips and all that.
Mm.
Why it's looking so strange is, I think you're under the impression that you had a claim going all the way through, but you didn't. You got 2 months without a claim. But the arrears payment that they just issued was for the period of the claim where you did have a claim and you were submitting wage slips.
But why would
the
I?
amount of time that it took for you to get the wage slips in, they had to go through and readjust it every single time.
But why was I told that I'm signing on? Like, you know, stuff.
You know, I mean, you had an arrears payment that was sent out on the 7th of November.
Okay, so is the September work top up is done? Is that what?
No, as I say, there's no claim from the 7th of November. There's no claim because it's been shut.
I gave them a signed statement, so.
Yes, but you still have to sign on every 14 days.
Yeah, it is.
No, because you are a daily signer. You were made daily signer.
Not then. Not when the dispute was there.
No, the dispute bit, but you're going about this bit. This is the dispute bit. That bit didn't exist because there was no claim. All we're going from now is from when you made the claim in October to November.
But I signed statements to say that I'm going to supply pay slips and. Yeah, well, I mean, going back to September, the working thing. I've got recordings of them saying, "Oh, we'll top it up," and you know.
Yes, they will, as long as you've got a claim going. But you didn't have a claim because you didn't pursue your claim.
Well, why were they taking my details then?
Because
they weren't. Yeah, but there's a random guy taking my bank details.
It's because you're there making a claim.
So I did make a claim, yeah.
But when you came in for your claims appointment, you withdrew the claim.
Signed up.
You withdrew it.
Right.
And then you claimed income support. So obviously someone on the phone was taking your details.
No, I didn't withdraw. I didn't withdraw. Yeah, why would they like take the wage slip and do the
Because that's
send it off and then calculate it wrong?
Because that's what's called information gathering.
Yeah.
They gather the information, that goes to the benefit office, and they process the claim based on the information. But they base it on faith that you're going to come in and sign on.
I was.
Which you didn't, because you withdrew your claim at the new claim stage when you saw jury.
Well, I wouldn't withdraw it, and it doesn't make sense.
Why
would I withdraw?
It says claim not pursued. You decided not to pursue.
There was one appointment, but it wasn't to do with this.
Yeah,
I was working and coming up here.
Yeah, but it's the same thing. You have to, even though you're working, you still have to come in here every 2 weeks.
Well, no, I can sign off when I want, but during this September period, as far as I know, I was coming up here.
You came in here twice. I think you came once. The first time you were 6, you never came. You made a new claim again, which you didn't need to. You just had to reboot the original one. You came in for that appointment and you withdrew the claim. So, in essence, you killed your claim off.
But the 3 months of recordings and evidence, can I show that to someone, or is that just?
Well, not really. I mean, what you want to do is get someone who can actually
have a listen.
Listen and type at the same time.
I don't know who to. I mean, I've got the recordings, but I don't know what to do with it. I've sent off the appeal, but that's just another issue. I mean, this stacking up. I don't know which one you want to do first. But.
Well, I say, get into the nitty-gritty. If you want to continue claiming Jobseeker, then you have to make a new claim.
Can I speak to someone that can take the evidence and maybe fill out an appeal and stuff?
Well, it's in the I said the appeal. You're outside the 3-month period. You've got 28 days to appeal.
It's from the point at which I'm notified of it. You can't just make up your own.
Well, we didn't notify you because it wasn't us that did it. It's the work program that did it.
You have to notify the claimant, and then it's a month from there. Not now.
It's 28 days from the day you're notified. I can't say you had the letter because we don't issue the letters.
Well, it's a bigger concern because you've been taking loads of information.
But I say in theory,
for no reason.
If you were signing on in August, which I believe you probably were, well, because there's no
I have
evidence
of me sitting at the desk for the past 3 months. I've never missed a signing on.
There's nothing on there. There was a major gap in there. 31st of July is the last input on that system to say you've actually attended. The next input was the 3rd of September, is when you made your initial claim. And you didn't attend because you were sick. The next one was the 11th.
But you have to, I mean,
because you withdrew it.
if I have a job interview, then that's a fair thing. I mean, I don't know why it was just the claim was closed because I mean.
No, it's not. The claim hasn't been closed to get a job interview. The claim's closed because you did attend your first weekend's appointment because you were ill. It was rebooked for the 11th, and when you came in on the 11th, all your appointment.
No, that wasn't July.
I'm talking September.
I'm talking about July.
July?
Yeah. That's the start of all the trouble. All it is I had an interview. I'm just signing on.
I mean, July is fine. It's all there.
July and August, yeah.
July is no August.
Yeah, but that's because you signed me off for no reason.
Well, no, we haven't signed you off. You've been disobeyed. Still, it doesn't mean that you haven't got a claim. You still have to sign on.
Yeah.
If you want to
well, there wasn't any payment.
Yeah, but you didn't apply for hardship. So you shouldn't have applied for hardship.
So there is a problem then, you're saying, in order for me to apply for hardship?
Well, there's no record of you applying for hardship, but there's no record of you actually attending anything either.
Well, I have records of it.
Because there's no record of you attending,
yeah.
We can't tell you to apply for hardship.
So there's no one that could listen to the recordings? Why is
Not physically.
Why not?
Because they can't. They haven't got the time. Well, it's not they haven't got the time. They just can't listen to it. The recordings you've got are fine, but it depends on what the recordings are and what they're for. It's actually better to have them in transcript.
The dates that you say I'm not here is recorded of me speaking to an advisor or someone.
See, the only dates I've got you being here is the 11th of September. There's nothing in between.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what. The last time I saw a lady, she said she has no records of anything, so I don't know what's going on. But
yeah, to say we've got no record of you being in September or August.
So there's no one that can listen to it.
No, pretty not. I say the best thing to do is if you've got the record, just get someone to transcript it.
I don't understand why no one can hear it, listen to it.
As I say, there's no one available to listen to all of it. But what's on this, just a recording, has to be in writing.
But it doesn't have to be.
It is more beneficial if it's in writing, because a recording can be manipulated, it can be lost, it could be misinterpreted, depending on the clarity of what's actually being said. So what you're looking for is someone to listen to it, type it, and you need to copy it onto another disc for someone, because that has to.
Why couldn't I alter the written ones as well?
You could, but that's why they have to have the disc. What I'm saying is you just never have the weight.
I have recordings of it. That's the only thing I have. Audio recordings of places saying that we'll sort it out. And
yeah, but have you actually got the weight slips for the periods that they're asking for?
And Claire as well said she'll sort it out. Yeah, the wage slip.
Not wage slips.
Pay slip, bank statement, statement signed, on 3 different occasions. Because it doesn't make sense for me to just mess around.
But you were totally disallowed from the entire period of August.
They signed me off for no reason. I went for a job interview and they said, oh, well, yeah, we'll pass it on.
Disallowed.